Everybody out. We're outside. At my friend's birthday party. More life, my boss. Them feel like more life and prosperity. Yes, no.
People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now people, this is an update about a video that I did maybe about a week ago, and it pertains to a Jamaican man, and his name is Garnell Campbell, and he is supposed to be a promoter slash businessman slash hustler slash druggist. Now in the video that I did maybe about a week ago, like I said, there was an incident that took place in Fort Lauderdale. We're speaking about Florida. We're speaking about Sunrise, Florida, to be specific, in which some GVNNM3N opened up some camp on some people, and in that incident, at least 5 persons got caught up and they were taken to separate hospital. Now people, what was very strange about the whole thing is that when these persons, all Jamaicans, were taken to this place of recovery, they did not want to give any sort of information as it pertains to the P0L. So people, if you know anything about America, whenever anything goes down, we are speaking about any sort of shooting, the P0L is always going to come to the hospital and they're always going to ask all sorts of questions as to who is the suspect, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. And if you know anything about America, you understand that they have a snitch culture. So therefore, if somebody gets hurt, more than likely the possibility or the probabilities are that they are going to snitch or tell the P0L some sort of information that will lead to the arrest of said suspect. Now people, like me say, the P0L kind of found that very strange because 5 people get caught up and none of these 5 persons. So therefore it made them believe that this is some sort of drugs or gang activity. Point blank and period. Now after this incident, the P0L them start to put up them antenna, them start to raise all sort of red flag, they started to get suspicious, so therefore they did some investigation and they realized that this club, which is called Pepper Seed, is also owned and operated by the person that was taken into custody. May I talk about the promoter slash businessman slash druggist. And also they realize that the building or the complex right next to it is also operated by him. However, in this business, this is not a club, this is a storage, this is a gate, or this is what you call a storehouse or a warehouse. We are talking about the main house, we are talking about the base for storing drugs. So basically, after the P0L realized that the adjoining building or the adjoining business is also operated and rented by this person, they got a search warrant. And when they got that search warrant, people, guess what they found? We are speaking about 25 pounds under 2,000 pounds off. We are talking about the green stuff, we are talking about the Bob Marley, we are talking about the stickity ickity, and you know exactly what I am speaking about. So after the P0L did their due diligence and they got the search warrant, they went in this building, and people, when them going at the building, like me say, them find all sort of stuff. May I talk about the green stuff, and I am also talking about the purple pills. I am also speaking about the Marley. I am speaking about all sort of stuff. We are speaking about in excess of 200 grams. So when we do the maths and think about 200 or so grams of pills, people, we are speaking about thousands of pills, because we are talking about at least 7 ounces of pill. People, that is much of pill, that is a lot of pills. Point blank and period. And what is even worse is that this man is keeping a party and this man does not even have a green card. So people, here are his charges. So like I said, in the building they found 2,000 pounds short of 25 pounds. So people, we are talking about 1,975 pounds. And we are also speaking about pills. We are speaking about 200 grams. And like I said, that is about 7+ ounces. And he was also charged for violating the Disaster Preparedness Emergency Management Act. So people, them have the same thing like them have in Jamaica. However, we saw that in this video, they were partying. We are speaking about 100 hundreds of Jamaicans with like minds. We are speaking about hustlers, we are speaking about drug dealers, and people don't get it twisted, there were also some good people. However, you understand that these girls, them like money, they like the flossing, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. And like I said before, this man does not have a green card, so therefore the popo also slapped an immigration hold on him. So therefore, if he even comes out for the drugs and also the pills, he is going to still remain in the custody of ICE. We are talking about immigration. So we can only come to the logical conclusion based on the fact that he also has an immigration hold. We can come to the logical conclusion that he does not have any sort of paper and he might even be back on a re-entry. We are speaking about a recently deported immigrant. So people, we are speaking about a next charge if that is the case. Point blank and period. Now when I first did that video, I said to myself, based on the fact that nobody was talking, I am speaking about all of the gunshot victims when they went to the hospital. I could only come to the logical conclusion that this was either A, drugs related, B, gang related, or C, all of the above. And people, it seems like it is all of the above, because based on what the popo are saying, this is some sort of conspiracy. There are X amount of persons involved. So people, we are speaking about the local popo, we are speaking about the Broward's Sheriff Office. However, based on the amount of weed, people, we can also expect we are speaking about the feds. And most importantly, based on the fact that we are speaking about a whole lot of weed, people, we can expect them to step in, because this is now a big conspiracy. This is now, we are speaking about top notch, we are talking about some big boys, we are speaking about an organization, we are talking about the mafia, we are talking about the Jamaican posse, point blank and period. Now when we see incidents like these happening over and over like a revolving door, we have to ask the question, why are Jamaicans so hype? Why do Jamaicans like to show up themselves so much? Why do Jamaicans, when they are hustling, they feel as if they cannot fly low-key? Why they're always exposing themselves, and people, like the saying go, the higher that the monkey climbs is the more that he is exposed. Now people, when we think about the fact of exactly what transpired, the fact that this person was keeping a party, the fact that this person does not even have a green card, the fact that this person is living in America illegally and he is showing up himself, he is keeping a party during the time when we are going through the COVID. And what is even worse, he also has a building that he is hyping up, that he is highlighting right beside the building where he is keeping his drugs. We are talking about weed. So people, like them say, don't ever shit at your yard. And people, this is the mistake that he made, because he was doing wrong right beside a wrong. So basically he beat up himself, and the popo, they did their due diligence and they caught him because he is a JACKASS, point blank and period. Now when we see how these Jamaicans act all over the place, we have to ask the question, why do they do what they do? And people, it is because they are bossy. It is because they are some come see, come saw. They are not used to anything, and like them say, nigga, they don't like promotion. So people, they know that when they act like this, they are always going to attract the wrong type of girls. May I talk about the gold digger? We are speaking about the girls, we are speaking about mostly some worthless girl. And when I speak about some careless woman, I am speaking about some women that like the flashy lifestyle, they like the easy money, they like the drug dealers, and also they like to spend money recklessly. However, people like them say, as soon as one fall, then pick up a next man, because most of these ladies and people, I am speaking in general, because sometimes you have some good women that basically get caught by the charm and the flash and the money, and they end up in some sort of relationship. However, the point I am trying to make is that as soon as one drug dealer basically take a fall, the next one is going to take his place, and mostly it is his friend. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that it is mostly for the show. It is mostly for these women who are some gold diggers that are in it just for the money, just for the fame and the fortune, point blank and period. Now, people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. You don't have to be the sharpest tool in the shed. You don't have to be the brightest person to be successful as a DRUGS dealer. However, I have to always ask the question, why Jamaicans like clique, why them like gang, why them like crew? It seems as if they cannot manage by themselves. It seems as if they have some sort of hyena mentality where they like a pack. They don't like to stand out like a lion. People, in this case, we see that that is the case. People like them say, a chain is as strong as its weakest link. And every time you see these gang or crew of Jamaican people, we are speaking about a conspiracy in the making. And as soon as one fall, they are always going to bring down. We are talking about the whole crew. People, we see it over and over. However, these jackasses keep doing the same thing over and over. And like them say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Point blank and period. And what is even more mind-boggling and disturbing about the whole thing is that, like I said, as soon as one get busted or pop, he is going to turn over on everybody else, because him knows as soon as he goes, his own friends are going to snake him. His own friends are going to take away his girl, because like me say, she like the sweets and she like the likes and she likes the limelight. So therefore, whenever you're gone, you can't help her in the big yard. So therefore, she is going to turn to the nearest thing where I talk about your friend. So people, that is why you see so much snitching going on as it pertains to these Jamaicans. So my point is this: don't listen to all the gangster and bad man talk. As soon as them get in some sort of trouble or hot water, they turn snitches and bitches. So anyways, people, like I said, this person's name is Garnell Campbell, and the first incident occurred at a place called Pepper Pot. We are speaking about Sunrise, Florida. And the next incident we are speaking about next door. So people, we are speaking about back-to-back incident that happened back-to-back or side-to-side business owned by the same idiot. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.